Hi guys, so welcome to another beautiful episode of Life with Alani. Yay! So if you are new to this channel, I want to say welcome. And if you have actually subscribed to this channel, I want to say welcome again and thank you for always coming back to check what I have for you on this channel. Alright, so today I'm going to be discussing everything you need to know if you are coming in to Canada as a new international student. I think there are some things you need to know, and I'm going to be using my campus as a case study. I am currently a student at North Island College, the Comoxvalley campus. Alright, so North Island College have about 6 campuses, and I've not been to any other campus, right? So I've actually been to my own campus, which is the Comoxvalley campus, all right? So I'm going to be using it as a case study, and I'm going to be sharing everything I know and I think you need to know if you are coming into Canada as an international student, how you can survive. You really don't have to go through the tough times some people has gone through, right? So I think we can just make life easier. So that is why I am making this video, because I realize that there are lots of videos on YouTube where people just say things like shots, like they are not really giving you the details, and somebody needs to say the truth, right? Somebody needs to say what you need to hear. All right, so that is why I am making this video. So before we dive in, if you have not subscribed to this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button, like this video, and share on your other social media for your friends and family, your followers, to also learn from this video. All right, so let's dive in. All right, number one thing, which is the major reason why you're coming into Canada, is to study, right? Yeah, so the major reason why you're coming in is to study, is to be a student, right? If they ask what's your occupation, you say student. You're not going to put whatever job you are doing, you're going to put a student. If they are going to ask for any valid reason why you're in Canada, you say because you're here to study. So the first thing first that you really want to focus on is your study. Yeah. So is your study not really jobs, not really how to make money? The first thing first that you really need to focus on is your study. Now, so how can you actually survive that? Yeah, you realize that so many people say, oh, it's stressful, is this? Yes, it's true. It is very stressful. It is absolutely stressful, but you can actually get your way around it, right? So the first thing first that you want to do is your assignments, right? So I think it's safe to say so many assignments, whatever date they give you, the time always ends by level 59. So if they give you an assignment today and they say you should submit on the 5th of May, for example, right? So they are going to tell you the submission ends by level 59. It's like all the schools in Canada do that, they use that pattern. So make sure you finish your assignments before that time, because so many lecturers will not give you a grace if you don't submit before whatever time they give you. But if you know that you cannot submit before that time, which I also assume that all the schools in Canada, they have that option. If you know that you cannot submit your assignments before that time, you can submit what they call an agreement form, right? At the beginning of the course, they are going to give you a form. They are going to give you a form, yeah, which it's not a paper, it's an online form. It's going to be part of that course that you're going to do. So where you can actually fill and submit to your lecturer if you know that you cannot meet up with the deadline of that assignment. Like my school, for example, they'll give you 2 grace, like two chances, yes, for each course. You have 2 chances for each course where you can say, oh, I cannot meet up with the time and the date you give for this assignment. I need an extension. Yeah, extension form. Yeah, that is what it is called. So you can actually fill it and submit it. So please, as you are coming into study, if you know that you cannot meet up with that deadline, don't forget to fill your extension form. And I think it's usually like 48 hours before the actual submission form. So if you know, like, you're supposed to submit on Friday and you know on Wednesday that I cannot finish this assignment, I can't meet up, guy, just fill the form and submit it to your lecturer, which they are going to acknowledge, right? It makes life easier. One thing I realized about this place is they always give the rules beforehand, and they don't want you to break it. Their rules are very important to them. That's one major thing I realized about Canada. Their rules and regulations, they will state it, they will let you know it. So they don't expect you to break those rules. So please try as much as possible not to break them, because they really value their rules so much and they expect everybody to follow it. And I think that is why their country is what it is right now. I think that is why it is beautiful, it is good, that we are saying, oh, it is good, it is better than Nigeria, it is better than this, just because the people follows the rules. So they really want you to follow the rules and regulation. All right, so aside that, try and make friends. When I came in, I struggled with that, right? Like there are a lot of Indians. This is not a statement to make the Indians look bad, no. But there are a lot of Indians that at first they might look really tough to be friends with, but with time I realized that they're actually beautiful people that I live. In fact, almost all my friends are Indians, right? So categorically, almost everybody in Canada are Indians. Except you ask, so you know that you're not Indians. So like try and make friends and ask them questions to make sure that you get whatever you don't understand. And also, I think I'm also talking about my school right now. If there's something you don't understand, you can email your lecturer and ask them. It is you that might be thinking in your head that, "Ah, I don't want to email this lecturer, I don't want to ask him, they might think this, they are not thinking anything. Just ask. Just ask. Like I said, I'm using my school as a case study. This city is a very beautiful city. In case you are planning to come to North Island College, Comoxvalley campus is a very beautiful place to be. Good people, great people, smiling people, happy people are here, right? So I've been to other parts in Canada and I can relate. If someone says, oh, it's not like that everywhere, really I can relate, because I've been to some other places and I realized that, wow, it's like I'm living in heaven here that I am because I actually have good people in this community. Okay, so that aside, another thing is doing assignments, meeting people to understand whatever they have to do, and make sure you email your lecturer in case you don't understand anything. Ask questions through email, or you book a one-on-one conversation, yeah, with your lecturer, and they will definitely reply you, they will definitely answer you. Okay, so that aside, and I think if you do your assignments very well, you attend your classes, you don't miss your class attendance, I think you actually do well with your grade, right? I think you will do well with your grade once you do your assignments very well and you attend your classes and you prepare for your exams and all, you will do well with your grade. Okay, so that aside, so aside your academics, now the next thing you probably want to figure out is your accommodation, right? So to make things easier for you, there are websites where you can actually get accommodation. For example, here we have placesforstudents.com, we have Facebook, we have Craigslist, there's kijiji.ca. There you can actually get offers for accommodation. And also, in case you're not able to get on all those websites, you can check out for the real estate management in your area and ask, right? When you go to their offices or you call them on phone, they can show you different options where you can actually get the accommodation. And in case you also still did not get, from like example Facebook, there are some people that have a old house and they just want to give out one room, right? So in that kind of case, you can also get an accommodation that way, and it usually ranges between $600 to like $1,000 monthly, right? So most of them usually include all the other utilities in that fee, which is very affordable. Okay, so you can also get that as your accommodation option. And so aside using the websites, using the property management that you can get, you can also ask on your campus. Yes, in case you're not able to get from the website, from Facebook, from the real estate, you can also ask your student union in whatever campus you belong to. You can ask your students, and I'm sure they will definitely be happy and willing to assist you get a very good place, because they all want you to say something positive about your school by the time you finish or while you are still there, right? They really want you to say something positive about the school. Okay, so yeah, that is how to fix your accommodation. So the next one is, after getting your accommodation, you probably want to furnish your place, right? Well, some accommodation, if you rent them, they usually come furnished, and some they are unfurnished, right? So in that kind of case, to furnish your place, I think I posted a video which you should check out on how I furnished my apartment with $0. Yes, I actually did. As at that particular time, the only thing in my house that I bought with my money was the food I brought from Nigeria and my clothes. Every other thing was free, right? As at the time I made that video, I think you should check out the video. I'm going to tag it in this video in order for you to access it, right? So to get this for free, if you are just coming in, I'm sure whatever money you are coming in with, you don't want to spend anyhow, right? Except if Your parents are wealthy. But if they are not, that you just want to manage yourself and get yourself stable, right? So you can get free things in your community. Now, okay, today I was talking to somebody who stays at Kitchener at Ontario, right? So I was talking to the person, and I was like, okay, so join the Facebook groups in your community. So, and immediately I took my phone, checked the Kitchener Facebook groups, that are free and things like that. And I'm like, you can get things for them for free. Please do not be shy. Whatever was in your head before coming into Canada, please just drop it in your country and come here with a very open mind. Like my city where I belong, these people are beautiful people. They are good people. A lot of good people are here. So, like, you are the one that will be thinking, maybe they will think this. Maybe nobody is thinking anything. When the person put it out for free, the person means for free. So it's either you say you want it or you don't want it. Okay. So you should join all those groups, right? You should join those groups and get those things for free. And I think you get those things for free. You have to be patient as well, right? Sometimes, maybe for example, you need a water let me take for example, you need a toaster. Yes, for example, you need a toaster and you don't have money to buy in the mall or the supermarket, okay, and you also need it for free. You check Facebook and you couldn't get it for free. Be patient, right? If you can be patient, you will eventually get that thing. If you can be patient, that's one thing I learned about it, because at some point I couldn't afford some things and maybe I needed it, right? With time, I actually end up getting that thing for free. And they don't mind. So do I. I also do not mind, right? So I get those things for free and I move it to my apartment. So my chair, my furniture, my plates, everything, mention it, anything you can mention, it was free. Aside the things I brought from my home country to Canada. Okay? So check Facebook groups, check Facebook Marketplace in your area, change the location of your Facebook Marketplace to your city, all right? And on the search button, put free. When you put free, it's going to show you all the items that are free on the Facebook Marketplace, and you can go send message to the poster. When you message the poster, ask for the address and go there and do a pickup. Nobody going to question. You can go by bus, but it's now, let's take for example that you want a couch for free, right? In case you want a couch for free, that's something that needs to be moved, right? And you cannot move that with a bus. So in that kind of case, what you have to do is to rent a truck. Okay, you can rent a truck for a day, maybe $50 or something, then you get the chair. So imagine it's like you're just paying $50 to get the chair. So which is still very worth it, okay? So maybe if you need a mattress or a bed frame and a couch, right? So you can pick it on the same day. So the truck can just pick everything together for you, and they'll probably charge you lower than you picking each one on different day, and you probably have to pay $50 for each items. Okay, so you can pick them up on the same day. Okay, all right. So moving on, yeah. So if you know that you are shy or you're a big boy or you're a big girl, you don't want to pick items for free, you can also visit some stores. There are some affordable stores, like they're almost everywhere here in Canada. And like for example, Value Village, okay, is a thrift store where you can get things at affordable prices. But these days they are becoming really expensive. These days, like they are not as affordable as they used to be. These days they are becoming expensive. So yeah, you can get items like Value Village. You can get items like from a place like Salvation Army. They are very affordable. Salvation Army is pretty affordable. It's very affordable actually. So yeah, Salvation Army is pretty affordable. You can get clothes, you can get whatever you have to get there. And Salvation Army as well, like I shop at Salvation Army almost every time, but I've never bought a used item in Salvation Army. Yeah, though it's a thrift store, but even my clothes, some clothes I got from there, I buy brand new from there, because stores like Walmart, Costco, and some other stores, they give them free items. I mean, the new items, they donate it to them. So I always buy the brand new ones. I don't bother buying the used items. So like my kids, night clothes, and so many other things, I always buy the brand new things from Salvation Army. I've really not. Yeah, this wristwatch, I got it from Salvation Army for about $6. Yeah, and on the internet it's about $35 to $40. Yes, I saw it. So I got it at Salvation Army for $60, and I got it brand new. You see it? I got it brand new when I got it. So yeah, I get a lot of items from Salvation Army for really, really affordable prices, like ridiculous prices. They are very affordable. So I recommend Salvation Army to anybody, right? To get an item from there. All right. So moving on, another way to reduce your costs or your expenses when you just come is getting food from the food bank. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So for myself, when I came in, I don't go to the food bank because I had an alternative way of getting the food. Like there's Comox Valley Free. There's Comox Valley Free, a Facebook group where people post it there. So sometimes some people post food even from their freezer, like, oh, it's been in the freezer, it's not expired, who is interested? And they post it there. And I tell them I'm coming and I go there and get the food, so I don't have to go to food bank, right? And also, if you are just coming in and you know that you don't really want to go to where they are sharing food, like you're looking like a hungry person, right? You can actually pick up at some places. For example, the places you can pick up that they have food bank stuff. I would like it like a container like this where you can actually pick up, and their food bank is, for example, is that an example? Places where you can pick up food for free. The food bank where you can pick up superstore. Yeah, most superstore usually have that space where they keep they write on it food bank, so you can go there and pick up. You don't have to go to where people rush, or some of these people, they rush for food. You really don't have to go to such places. So, and also, I know about superstore. Yes, I know of superstore. I know of what's the name of these people, Walmart. I know about Walmart. Yes, I know about Walmart. I know about Western Union. Yes, most of the branches of Western Union as well, you can go there and do pickup of from the food bank. Yes, I know about Western Union. I know those three for sure. That they usually have a food bank where you can just go there, check if there is a food item in the bank, and just pick it up. Nobody's going to question you or ask you. They just pick it up and leave, right? So I know about those guys very well. That there's always a food bank there. Once in a while, I've not seen it so many times, but couple of times, but very not every time, right? CIBC always have the food bank as well. Sometimes it's not every time, please. Yeah, so they usually have food or books where you can pick up the books or something. So they usually have that where you can pick up that. So either you do food bank for pickup, or you check your Facebook groups for people that are willing to give us their food for free. Okay, yeah. So aside the food and all, now to the major thing is jobs, right? Now that's a very important one, a very important one. Okay, all right. So yeah, jobs. So I'm going to be using Commerce Valley for example, and I really want to let everyone that's coming to Commerce Valley campus to watch this video. All right. So yeah, to get jobs, right? So for so many people, yeah, personally, when I came in, the first job I did was I worked on a farm, and where we go, we stay at the cashier points where we collect money and all of that. Sometimes we go to the farm to pick up the fresh food. We drive the truck from the farm down to the marketplace, and from the marketplace down to the farm, right? So that was the first job I did when I came in here, and they were paying 18.5 per hour, right? So, and after that, I worked in sales as well because I love sales. I love sales. I'm a salesperson. I'm a salesperson. I know. I'm a salesperson. So I worked in sales at Best Buy. I had the option of, they told me, do I want to work in operations or in sales? And I told them I want to work in sales. Or do I want to work in Geek Squad? Geek Squad. Then I said I want to work in sales because I wanted to have the experience of selling here in Canada, of impressing people. So yeah, you can also work in a place like Best Buy. For example, you can go there and apply. Check their website if and check the city you are if they are hiring. Okay, So see, if you are just coming in, if you are just coming, chauffeur gbo, do you want to hear? If you are just coming, see, just forget Indeed. What did I say? Forget Indeed.com. Don't even try it because you are probably going to apply for 1 million jobs without a response, without a positive response. So please don't even waste your time. Don't even open it. Don't even try it. Don't even sign up on Indeed.com. Because please don't for heaven's sake. Because so many people waste so much time trying to get a job from Indeed.com. Like, who told you are going to get a job from Indeed.com? Nobody has. I don't know, but I don't think anybody has ever gotten a job from Indeed.com. I don't think so. Me, I don't think so. So, what you do is write your CV. Write your CV. And another thing is, do not write one CV for different jobs. Do you get that? Do not write one CV or resume, whatever you think it is, either CV or resume. Do not write one resume for 5 different jobs. You have to make sure your resume has to do with the kind of job position you are applying for. So if you are applying for a sales rep, that's if you want to get a job, except if you don't want to get a job. If you're applying for a sales rep, make sure your resume has to do with sales. Make sure your experience, put only the experiences that has to do with sales. Okay? If you're applying to be a manager, or I don't know what to say. If you're applying to be an housekeeper, for example, to make sure your CV has to do with an housekeeping. But if you say you're applying to be an housekeeper and your CV only has to do with computer science, they'll tell you don't have the experience. So make sure your experience align with the kind of position you are applying for. Except you are willing to waste your time. But if you're not willing to waste your time, please follow that rule. Follow that rule, okay? Then by the time you apply for the jobs, please take your resume to the company in person, physically. Then if you go there physically and they not tell you, okay, you can only apply online, tell them to give you the link or the refer link where you can apply. So the person is probably going to give you an ID card or something that you can use to apply. Okay, so that way you are safe. All right, you are safe with that way. So you don't just go on their website and apply. They might never reason you, but if you go there in person first and they not tell you to apply online, by the time the manager sees your name, it can click in the person's mind that, oh, I saw this person. But if you have never been there, they don't care about your resume. So always print out your resume from your school, which I assume to be cheaper. If it is not cheaper, you can go to Staples physical store. Then you print out your resume and go and submit in person. Go and do what? Submit in person. Don't be doing online. Oh, this place now physical to physical. Like, let me see your face, you see my face. That is what this place is all about. All right. So that aside, when you submit your resume or your CV, you hope to receive a positive response. Then either one or two responses, then you can make your choice. All right. So, but I personally, like my friend said, which I did not follow and I later regretted it, is to apply in hotels because you're going to get tips from hotels. Yeah, you're going to get good tips from hotel, and to apply in healthcare sectors. That one too is not because you're going to get this, but because they pay better than any other job that you might want to apply for. They pay better in health. All right, so that is about jobs. Yeah. Are we grinding together? Abi, I'm talking too much. Okay. Should we go to the next one? All right. So the next one is when you want to shop for your items, right? Aside buying food and all of that, you want to probably shop for wares. Me, personally, you see all these things that I'm wearing, all these things that I'm wearing, like my top. I don't know. I can't show you more than what my video can show. I got it from Winners store, right? It's a physical store. So they actually used to have luxury items at ridiculous prices. Me, I shop for items on sales ahead. That is one of my characteristics as an African in Canada. I shop for items on sales. I look out for clearance sales and I shop there. Yes, I look out for the lowest prices and I shop there. I buy the item, right? So, and also Yeah, winners for the win. Aside me going to Salvation Army, Valley Village, I go to winners a lot. And I always take my time because I have to select the best deal and the best product. They usually have good quality items, but one major disadvantage about shopping at winners is if you buy one item and that item finish, if you go back, you might not see the item. You will not even see the item again. You will not see it again. It's sold out and it's sold out. You will not see the item again. So that's the major disadvantage about shopping at Winners. But me, I'll still shop there. I'll still continue to shop there. I'll continue to shop there. Like this my week, yeah, is entity, which is my business. So please patronize me if you come into Canada. I sell wig, I sell gold. Yeah, this is 18 carats gold. So I sell gold, I sell wig. What else do I sell? Anything that you want to buy, I sell. All right, so if you're also coming in, how can you make money? I think that is the next thing. How can you make money? I talk a lot about how to make money because I realize that I don't want to be broke. I don't want to be totally broke, right? So how to make money is when I just came in, I usually get my items from Facebook Marketplace. I think, like I said, there's a video regarding that. I'm going to add it up. So I get my items from Facebook Marketplace and for free, and I resell them. And as it's when I just came in, I was making at least $500 in a month with doing that alone. So and I share some videos which I think you should check out on my channel on how to do different things, right? Just to make money, some extra cash in a month and all. So yeah. So another thing that I like to share is in case you are coming in with your kids, right? Like I personally, I have two children here with me, and it's really tough. Truthfully, it's truly tough. Yeah, it's truly tough, but grace is sufficient. Yeah. So yeah, if you're coming in with your kids and just not to make the kids bored and even yourself, right? So one thing that I did was my city, it's in every city. Please, you can't give me that excuse. It's every city in Canada that has it. There will be, let's take for example, you are in Winnipeg. There's city of Winnipeg. There's a place they will call city of Winnipeg, or for example, city of Courtenay. For example, city of Vancouver. I'm just taking for example, right? So just check for that city, go there and apply for I don't know what I'll call it now. Let's call it bursary or subsidy. I don't know. But there's always a card which they will give you, and with some money, maybe $350. Like my city here is $350 that is in the card where you can apply for any events throughout the year and you're going to be getting a discount. So that's a very good deal. So you're going to be getting a discount for any event you want to apply for, any training you want to apply for. So please engage your children. Don't just keep your children inside and say, oh, you want to work. I mean, like, calm down now. So yeah, you can do that for your children, okay, so that they will be engaged and they will not be bored eventually, okay. All right, so another thing that you can do is to take them to the parks. I explore different parks every week because of my children. We go to different parks every week, yeah. We don't go to the same one so they don't get bored, right? So but once in a while we repeat some parks, but mostly different parks every week, so they don't get bored. So you can take them to the parks to enjoy themselves, register your kids for swimming classes, let them enjoy. That is, yeah, even if your child is lower than 5 years, there's parents and thoughts. Yeah, there's TOT, yeah, parent and thoughts classes where you can actually register your kids. Please take them for those events. If you have job, make sure your job don't really clash with that time, because you really want your kids also to feel involved, to enjoy themselves. You don't just want to be the only one enjoying yourself and forget that you have children who also have needs as well, okay. So yeah, that is that. And even you as a mother or as a parent, especially if you're a single mom or a single father, there are also single fathers there too. So especially that, if you have to go for your own exercise or something like that, you can just put your child in child minding where they take care of your child while you are attending your training as well. And it's a very good one and a very good deal for you, okay. All right, so another thing is if you want to get childcare, I think daycare is quite scarce. Like my city where I am, it's extremely scarce. Okay, so it just depends on the city you are in Canada to know. Like Vancouver, there are lots of options. There are there are mom share groups. Like you, my children can stay with you today, and your children can stay with me tomorrow. There are a lot of options. Like for example, downtown Vancouver, there are lots of options. So depends on the city you are. You have to know if it's scarce or it's something available. You have to check for options that are available in your city. Okay. All right. So that's aside. The next thing is yeah, I think that's majorly it. Any other thing? All right. So how to also invest your money. By the time you start working and you're making money, let's take for example, it will get to some point where maybe we're on holiday, when we get to holiday, so when you can work any hours, you can work till you die. That's your business. You can work till you die. That's your business as a student, right? So you're probably making much more. So how can you manage that? How can you make sure, how can you double your money for present and future? Okay. So the best way which I advise people is whatever bank you are attending or you are using, whatever bank you are using, go there, ask questions. They are going to direct you and they are going to tell you the best options you can use to invest your money. Okay, there's TFSA, which is a tax-free savings account. Okay, there's RRSP, there's RESP, different options for both you and your children. There are options for both adults and children where you can actually invest even as low as $25 monthly. Yeah, as low as $25 monthly. So imagine if your course is 2 years, okay, and you do all some of those accounts. At the end of your 2 years, you actually have a good amount of money, okay. So let's say in 5 years or 3 years, you will have enough money to buy yourself your first home, okay. So there's also first home savings account. So there are a lot of options where you can invest your money, and you can actually make a very good profit at the end of maybe 2 3 years, 5 years. It depends on your options. Okay, so check with your bank manager, go into the bank, ask them questions. See, like I said, one thing that you really need to learn to do when you're here is to ask questions. Okay, you need to ask questions. And another thing that you can actually invest your money on is, let's take for example, you have some extra savings in your account. You know that, let's take for example, you have $16,000 in your account. Oh no, that's a lot. Let me take for example, you have like $5,000 in your account. Yeah, I know that you have $5,000 in your account. I advise people, instead of keeping just that money in your checking accounts or your savings accounts where it's just sitting there doing nothing, it's not increasing. Okay, you can invest your money in buying gold. Okay, so like when I got this gold, it was about, I'm just taking for example, it's not the exact amount. Let me say $544 or $540. Yeah, they put the necklace and the pendant. Like right now, if I want to sell it, it's like $1,800. Why? Because the price of gold keeps increasing. That is why. So if I'm going to value it from the time I bought it and right now, it's probably about $1,800. So that's actually a lot of profits, and you can always sell it off whenever you need your cash back. Okay, so if you also have some extra money in your account, you can also buy gold bars from Costco, right? You can buy, just register as a member of Costco. You can buy gold bars, and I think as of February this year, they were still selling gold bars for like $2,800, $2,840, $2,840, and as of right now, gold is about $3,400. So February, March, April, right? So that's like 2 months, and see the difference in it. So instead of keeping your cash in the bank after investing your $25 monthly, maybe in your TFSC or something, yeah, so you can actually, the remaining, instead of keeping it in the bank, you can just buy the gold bar or the silver as well from Costco, which I trusted. Yeah, I trust Costco, so you can buy from there, and you can you can you can just keep it, and when you need money, you trade it. If you know that you can't trade it on Facebook due to you are scared of scammers or whatever, you can post it on Facebook. Tell the person where you meet up, and you trade it. But because of safety, right, you can also sell it back. Maybe in some of these bullion, there are a lot of bullion websites like where you can actually sell it off and get your money back whenever you need your money. And if you think you don't want to sell it like that, you can also go to some of the pawn shops in your city and sell it off. Okay, so that way you are safe. All right, so please try to utilize and maximize every opportunity that you see around you. Okay, so what else do you want me to discuss? Nothing, right? All right. Thank you so much, and I really appreciate. Please, if you have not subscribed to this channel, help my life now. Please help me and click on the subscribe button so I can get to 1,000 followers and I can start making money on YouTube as well. So, yeah. If you have not subscribed on this channel, please kindly click on the subscribe button, share this video, like it, comment your questions and your concerns, comment it right below, and I'll definitely look at everything, and I'll definitely be glad to help you with any questions or anything that is confusing you. Okay, all right, see you again in my next video. Bye.